All right, welcome to the channel. Today, I am going to do a quick not a quick review. I'm going to do a quick first impressions of Pokemon Violet. I am what you would call an average Pokemon gamer. I'm not a diehard. I don't know the names of the Pokemon. I make up names for the Pokemon. There's one that's a little blue Pikachu, and I call him Blue Pikachu. And so that's my Pokemon experience level. And I bought the game, Pokemon Violet. It came out yesterday. I've been playing it for about 5 hours. And so these are literally first impressions of the game. I've only beaten the first badge or first boss leader, gym leader. That's what they're called. And I stopped it there and I said, all right, let me get my first impressions down before I start playing even more. And then, they kind of change. So I like the game. I do. There's a few cons, just a few, but overall, I like the game. The first thing I really enjoy about the game is it's an open world game. There's 3 quest lines so far I figured out or learned about. You could either choose to do the gym battles, become, like the old Pokemon games, to be the gym leader. I don't know if there's an Elite Four, but I know there's 8 badges that you could get. You could look for Pokemon in caves, something like that. There's I think there's 8 or 4, or there's a number there. I haven't started that one yet, but it's kind of more of an exploration kind of thing, and I think you just take down one Pokemon, one like boss Pokemon. I don't think it's not a gym leader where there's 3. I think it's just you go and beat one, maybe. I'm really not sure on that aspect. And then there's another quest line where you could go defeat Team Star. I believe they're kind of like Team Rocket. It's a group of students, because this whole game, it's like a Hogwarts thing. You're a student, you're a trainer, you go to this school and you learn to be a Pokemon trainer. Like in Hogwarts, back here, you're a wizard, you go to do wizard things. And so yeah, so Team Star is a group of kids. Like I said, I haven't really played off that. I just did the first Pokemon battle or gym. So, but there's different each Team Star leader. There's 5 of them. They're a different style. There's a fighting style, a fire, bugs. So I'm guessing it's kind of like gym battles, but it's just a different storyline you could take. So it's kind of like quest. That's dope. I do like that there's old Pokemon in here. I have a Psyduck, a Diglett, which, our Pokemon I grew up with back in the day. There's a Pikachu I got, so it's cool to see that. But then, of course, there's new Pokemon, and I picked the fire one. I don't know his real name, but I call him Chomps because he looks like an alligator. Well, I'm sure he's an alligator type, but he's a fire alligator, so I called him Chomps. Um, Nicknames are still in here, which is cool. I do like auto battles. It makes leveling up so much easier. You don't have to go through each battle and click battle, click, what attack you want to do. So it just kind of, you throw your Pokemon out, it does auto battle. If it's going to faint, it kind of comes back to you, says like, hey, so and so got tired out. So that's pretty cool. But we'll get into the cons, about at least what I think the cons are about auto battle. You could buy items, as in you could buy hats, shoes, glasses, hairstyles, which that's kind of cool. I did a haircut, it cost $3,000, but yo, it's fashion, right? High fashion. But yeah, so that's pretty dope. The graphics, there's okay. The good thing about the graphics are the Pokemon during battles look good. I like how they're like my Psyduck I have. You could kind of see, it's not fur, but you could see there's texture on him, and it's pretty cool to see. The characters, the look decent, and you're doing a lot of, you're in menus or you're in scenes where you're seeing a lot of the characters up close, so that's good to see stuff like that. So we'll get into some cons of the graphics also. This game is harder than other Pokemon games I played, which to me is a pro. It's a pro for the game, because some of the old Pokemon games, like you would play, you don't really have to know too much about battles and stuff. If this, if this Pokemon is stronger, if this attack is high and stuff like that. This one's a little bit tougher. There was one Pokemon, I don't remember which Pokemon, it was the dog one, the lightning dog Pokemon, I think. It was a dog one. There's a few dogs in this game, but it almost took out all my Pokemon. It took me all 6 Pokemon to defeat him, just to level up. I wasn't even trying to catch him, but he fainted, I think, 5 of my 6 Pokemon, and Diglett came out and held our ground. And so that was pretty dope to know that, you have to be ready for these battles. There's a thing called terrestrializing. I don't know how to pronounce it. So there's a it's kind of like, what is it, G-maxing, I think it was called in Pokemon Brilliant Diamond or Shiny Pearl. I think that's the game where or Gigamaxing, Gigantamaxing. I don't know, where the Pokemon get really big. There's this terrestrializing, and it turns your Pokemon into a crystal. I don't want to use it because I call it the cheating ball, because it just makes your Pokemon more powerful. But I learned that you don't have to use it to beat a Pokemon that is using it. So, and that gives it a little bit more of a challenge for me, which I am enjoying. The first gym battle, she destroyed me. She turned her little teddy bear Pokemon into this crystal teddy bear Pokemon. I was like, dude, no problem. I got this. Wiped my whole team out. Leveled up, went back, beat her. So it's more challenging and it's more fun for me. So I like that you have that option. I'm sure it makes it easier. But it just kind of adds a little more difficulty if you don't use it. And so I'm trying not to. I haven't used it yet, and so that's what I enjoy about that little feature. Now let's get into the cons. The cons, the very first one is it's too much talking. There's just too much talking, too much dialogue. There's no voice acting. There is a character named Nemona, and she wants to be your friend so bad. And I'm sure she's the president. She's the ASB president, or the student council president, and she wants to be your friend, and she gives you things. She helps you out. She's very helpful, but at the same time, she talks too much. She's like, oh, I'm gonna go over here. If we meet again, we're in a battle. And then she talks for a whole like 5 minutes, and you can't skip. You could kind of press through these scenes, but you can't skip it. So you can't skip the talking. So when I lost that first gym battle, and then I went to go replay that gym battle, I had to talk to that whole cutscene again, or the whole speech with the gym leader again. And no matter how fast I was pressing B, it was still a little bit too slow. Nemona talks everywhere. Right after my gym battle, she calls my phone to talk to me, and she's like, yo, I don't want to be your friend. And I keep yelling at her, I don't want to be her friend, but I don't think she listens to me. Obviously, she can't hear me. It's a video game, but I get that. But just the fact that we have to listen to every person, not even listen, we have to read through everything. And I'm not a good reader. I can't read fast. So it's rough. It's that part of the game is rough. The graphics outside of the characters and the Pokemon, they suck. The open world, the mountains, the grass, it doesn't look terrible, but it doesn't look good. It's 2022. These graphics don't make it look like a 2022 game, right? And it's the latest Pokemon game, and it's just, there could be improvement. There could be improvement. That's all I'm going to say about the graphics. The game does seem a little sluggish as you're running through the open world. It just seems there's frame drops. It just looks a little skippy at some parts. I don't know if that's I'm playing when I stream, but I'm pretty sure that's just the game itself, because on the monitor I play on, it kind of does that. But it's not to the point where it's annoying, it's not to like, oh, here it is again, oh, it's doing it again. The frame drops aren't too bad. The thing that bugs me the most, though, is during the battles, when you switch between Pokemon, it takes a while. Pokemon gets recalled, so you're going to switch to this Pokemon, and then it's like a little freeze, and then the Pokemon flies through or into the battle and then pops out of the Pokeball and it's there, you know. But if you're constantly switching Pokemon, it takes a while for that to do that. So it forces me to want to do the auto battles. The only thing with auto battles is I noticed that when I threw the Pokemon and he was doing his auto battle, they show the little icon that they're going to learn a new move, but then you don't get the option to learn that move and you have to wait to battle again, I believe. No, you have to wait to level up again to learn that move or to evolve. And I'm not sure if you're skipping that move altogether and you're learning a different move or if it's just pushing those learned moves back, you know? So that's the only thing I learned about auto battle, which is I don't know if I want it or not. And then it just seems that the Pokemon take it, so it's easier to auto level because you're not doing anything, but it takes longer to get the XP up. So I don't know if that's a thing, or maybe I'm just not, I was just paying attention to it more when I was auto battling, but it seemed like I needed to auto battle more to level up than to like do the traditional battle and level up. So I think that's where you kind of like balance off is, yeah, you could do the auto battle, but it's going to take you longer to level up, but it's easier. So I just been traditionally battling, which, you know, it's a Pokemon game. That's what you buy it for. At least that's why I buy it for. So yeah, those are, and that's literally the cons for me, and that's it. Those are the three cons. And so yeah, overall this game, I like it. I'm not, like I said, I'm not a diehard Pokemon fan, so I enjoy what this game is. The storyline is interesting to me so far. I like the concept of picking your own storyline. The challenge is so much better for me because I don't like just walking through the Pokemon games and just like autopilot kind of thing. This one, I lost to the first gym. I most first gyms are easy, and my Chomp's Crocodile is a fire Pokemon, and the first gym was a bug Pokemon. Fire has the advantage over the bug, and it whooped me. So I like it. I like that it's challenging. Yeah, so the open storyline makes it fun for everybody. I think if you like the gym battles, do the gym battles. If you like to take on bosses, take on Team Star. If you like just exploring, do the other Arvin's challenge. I don't know exactly. He's looking for ingredients to make the best sandwich. Literally, you're looking for ingredients. So if you like that, overall it was a good buy for me. So if you're on the fence about this, I think if you like Pokemon games, just the average Pokemon player, you're gonna like this game. If you're a diehard Pokemon, you're probably not gonna like it. There's a lot of cons that if you want the best graphics or you want a better battle system, stuff like that, this is not the game. I would not pick this up if that's what you're looking for. If you're just a person who loves Pokemon and you need to get the latest to see what the new Pokemon are, this is a good. There's a Pokemon made out of dough. It's a dog. It's called Fido. I nicknamed him Fidonuts because it looks like he has donut ears. So yeah, overall, like I said, great game. I like it. I'm going to be streaming it, but the rest of my playthrough on Twitch, it's the same name as this channel, Switch Onlys. But yeah, Pokemon Violet is the one I have. I enjoy it. You should get it. You're going to like it. And I hope you enjoy this video. And thanks for watching.